The Free National Movement prevails as the new government of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. After leading his party to a stunning defeat in the 2017 election, former Prime Minister Perry Christie also lost his seat. And the DNA contends that despite not winning any seats this election, they'll still carry on. This is the Tribune's Top 5, and I'm your host, Krishna Virgil. Thanks for joining us. Although the Democratic National Alliance failed to win any seats or capture a significant number of votes, the party says that it'll still push on these next 5 years. DNA leader Bravo McCartney on Wednesday night insisted that the DNA will go on, but said its future at the helm will be determined by party executives. After he led the DNA unsuccessfully in a second consecutive election, Mr. McCartney said, quote, "There will be a meeting in the week that will determine how we as a party move forward. As it relates to me returning, that is something that the DNA will have to make a determination on," he told the Tribune. He continued, "But we will have a meeting within the coming days to determine how we move forward in the DNA and in Bamboo Town." Mr. McCartney also congratulated the Free National Movement on successfully contesting the 2017 general election. Mr. McCartney said he remains hopeful that the incoming Minnis administration is capable of addressing the many issues that the country now faces. While the Bahamas maintained its record for executing free and fair elections, the country is in last place in the region when it comes to election technology. In preliminary reports, electoral observers deployed by the Caribbean Community CARICOM and the Organization of American States urged officials to act on repeat recommendations to modernize the process, impose campaign finance regulations, and bolster the independence of the constituencies commission. Both missions zeroed in on the Electoral Organization for the advance poll and the last-minute replacement of parliamentary commissioner, which was said to have created unease leading up to the May 10th poll, but ultimately did not impact the quality of the election. CARICOM Deputy Chief of Mission Orette Fisher said the team was surprised to discover the manual registration system and voter's card, adding that much of the problems encountered during pre-poll activities could have been averted with an electronic system. Not only did former Prime Minister Perry Christie lead his party to a crippling defeat in the May 10th general election, he also lost his seat in the Centerville constituency, a seat he'd held for the last 40 years. In a surprising and humbling defeat at the polls, outgoing Prime Minister Perry Christie lost his seat in the Centerville constituency on Wednesday night. Although at the time he was reported to have lost his seat by 25 votes, on Friday, after a grueling 25-hour recount, it was confirmed that the loss was by a mere 4 votes, according to official results. Mr. Christie held the seat since 1977 and has been leader of the Progressive Liberal Party since 1997. The former Prime Minister lost his seat to Free National Movement candidate and political newcomer Reece Chipman, who secured the win with 1,909 votes to Mr. Christie's 1,905 votes. Given the closeness of the poll, Mr. Christie and the Progressive Liberal Party have the option to challenge the results in the election court. In 2012, Mr. Christie won the Centerville constituency for the 8th consecutive time with 2,950 votes. He defeated the F&M's candidate Ella Lewis by 1,349 votes at the time. Mr. Christie won all but one polling division in 2012. Although he released a statement about the loss, Mr. Christie did not speak publicly or address the small crowd of Sunburst supporters that gathered at the PLP headquarters on Wednesday night. Newly elected Prime Minister Dr. Minnis told the Tribune that during his first few days in office, his administration expects to review the government structure, look at various boards, and compose the new cabinet of the Bahamas. While Dr. Minnis would not reveal his cabinet appointments, including who will fill the posts of Attorney General and Minister of Finance, reliable sources informed this newspaper that former Senator Carl Bethel and Party Deputy Leader Peter Turnquist will likely fill the 2 posts respectively. However, when asked, Mr. Bethel denied the speculation. The Prime Minister spoke briefly during a cocktail reception to celebrate his swearing-in on Thursday evening at Government House at Mount Fitzwilliam on Thursday night. As Dr. Minnis was sworn in, Bahamas' first developer Sarkis Merlin was among well-wishers and supporters gathered to witness the 4th Prime Minister take the oath of office. During a brief interview with reporters, Mr. Ismailian said the Free National Movement taking office signaled a great day for the country and for the Prime Minister and was a wonderful day for the Bahamas. Asked if he was still looking for a way to possibly reacquire Bahamar, Mr. Ismailian said, "My offer has always been on the table for Bahamar and nothing has changed with that." Speaking to those gathered during the ceremony, Dr. Minnis said his swearing-in marked a new day for the country, adding that he will respect the Constitution and abide by long-standing conventions of the country's parliamentary democracy. Newly elected Elected Prime Minister Ruben Menes has declared that those who have abused positions of trust now have something to fear. Speaking to thousands of jubilant supporters at the QE Sports Center Wednesday night, Dr. Menes pledged that his administration will give Auditor General Terrence Bastian the resources it needs to probe how taxpayer dollars were spent under the Christie administration. He said if there was evidence of criminality, the new government will allow the law to take its course. Moments after his maiden speech, Dr. Menes promised that under his watch, Bahamians will have nothing to fear from the government, pointing to victimization, which he said is unconstitutional, immoral, and wrong. According to official results, the FNM was able to pull off a stunning defeat of the PLP, securing a massive 35 of 39 constituencies. The FNM's victory came despite a rocky 5 years that included 2 challenges to Dr. Menes' leadership, continued reports of a fractured party, and ultimately his removal from the post of leader of the official opposition in the House of Assembly. Dr. Menes told thousands of supporters packed on the carnival grounds, "This was a long-fought battle, but the victory is not mine. The victory is yours. This is the people's time, and I am your servant, and I will listen to you, and I will take your orders." At 9 o'clock, Dr. Menes said the Prime Minister called him and conceded and congratulated him and the people on the victory. He said to me, Dr. Menes said, if any advice or assistance is needed, he will give it. Want to get in on the discussion? Well, here's how you can. Just log on to our website at www.tribune242.com, like us on Facebook, the Tribune News Network, send us a tweet at Tribune242, or subscribe to our YouTube page, Tribune242.